Hey everybody, it's Janice coming to you from the Makeup Canvas. I wanted to spend today, which is a lazy Sunday. I'm wearing my best t-shirt just for you. I wanted to focus today on our Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. I had a friend ask me just today, message me on Facebook and say, do I really like this? Does it work? And I could unequivocally say yes, it works. Yes. So I figured my next video would be showing how it works. I've used it before in videos like when I was doing the foundation look, um, covering up the rosacea, but I figured I would just try the concealer alone without putting the foundation on first, just so you could see what it covers without the foundation. So as you can see that the foundation doesn't do all the work by itself. They're a pair, okay? So I'm going to start by applying about a grain of rice size, maybe a little bigger, on my middle finger or ring finger, because those are your weakest and you don't want to pull on that delicate skin. And I'm going to apply it in a triangle shape. The reason for that, I like to say that a lot, don't I? The reason for that is it highlights that area and tends to brighten it up a little rather than focusing on just the dark part, and then you've got this here that doesn't look the same. So I'm going to do that. Okay, and go across. And that's just for my under eyes. Let me get close up so you can see what kind of under eye circles I have. Beautiful, aren't they? And I'm going to put it on the other side. Some people have mascara face. I have concealer face. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm done. All right. I particularly, my preference in using this concealer is not to, where's my brush, is not to only use a concealer brush. I use that to get up close underneath, but I don't want to go too close because I have these fine lines under here, and the more foundation or concealer you get up in there, the older you look, and I don't want that. So I use it, and I'm going to go over here in the mirror for a moment, to just get up in that area there, blending it over. Oop, don't get it in your eye. Okay, and a little bit in the corner, kind of just gently moving it around there. But what I love to use is the Beauty Blender, or Beauty Buds as we sell them at Unique. These things are amazing. You fill it with water, or get it wet, squeeze all of the excess water out, and then you just end up, it doesn't even really feel wet. And what you do is you kind of bounce it, and I like the point because it gets in that area. So just gonna bounce, bounce, bounce. Maybe I need some Big Frida here in the background for this. Too bad I don't really care for Big Frida much. As a person, I'm sure she's great, but so you can see I'm just bouncing that along. And already you can see a difference. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side. And because I'm doing this in my computer camera, I'm not close up, so I'm not seeing how well I've done that blending. So I'm going to get double up in my mirror, make sure. I don't want a line of demarcation, so I'm kind of blending it out a little. You can see I just bounced it very lightly. And that's what you end up with. So that's a pretty good coverage, you can see, from just one application. It's fairly dewy looking without looking greasy. or oily, but it's not dry either. So I've got some lovely breakouts. Fancy. Looking good. One over here. So I'm going to use my concealer on that next. Ordinarily, I would do this after my foundation or mix a little foundation with it, but this is for the sake of the concealer demonstration. So I'm going to apply it in that general area, and I'm going to bounce, 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 bounce. Going a little, I'll get red here too. I'll get red everywhere. We've already been through that, right? And you can see there's very little redness left from my blemish, but it doesn't look crazy blotchy or anything. I do have a little bit in my, got a little dry skin there. It's kind of collecting around, but that's my fault for not exfoliating. Trying a new skincare thing for rosacea. Still trying it out. Okay. All right. Now you can see the distinct difference from here up to here and down to here. Very different. I've also got the scar from basal cell carcinoma. That was fun. Sometimes, doesn't really bother me, but just for the sake of demo, I'll show you how, if you really want full coverage, you could use this concealer. Very natural looking. Okay. So, that's just for showing you a little bit of how well that covers. I'm not going to go into a full-on concealer face because that would be a little heavy for my taste, but it's a good basis for where I'm going from here. So that is the concealer that I'm totally all about right now. I was using Kat Von D's Lock-It Concealer. I've used IT Concealer. Both of those were really good, but this one just blends seamlessly with my foundation because it's the exact same color. It's a good consistency. It doesn't settle too much in my lines. I don't think there's anything that doesn't ever settle in a line. But with enough, the right primer, you should be A-okay. And that's it. So, tell me what your favorite concealer is, or if you want to try, whoop, there goes my beauty bud. If you want to try Unique's Mineral Touch, you can message me, go to themakeupcanvas.com, on Facebook or on the internet, and get in touch. And I'd love to show you some. Bye guys. Happy Sunday.